Hey, how y'all doing? It's Sharonda, and hey, how y'all doing? And of course, per usual, most always, I'm here to talk about a book. So let's get into this thing, shall we? Okay, so first, let me just start off by saying happy release day to Sajini Patel. Her book, The Design of Us, was, yeah, happy release day. And I am going to be doing a review of The Design of Us. So, this is an ARC that I received from the publisher Berkeley Romance, and let's get into this book. So, this book involves the couple Banu and Sunny. It's like a grumpy sunshine romance. They both work in tech, um, and they both work for the same company. And what basically ends up happening is they end up doing it's the whole fake dating relation vibe trope. Is it like trope? Yeah, the whole fake trope going on because both of them decided to take vacation at the same time. They just did not know that they will both end up in Hawaii at the same time. Banu, because she's on vacation and her sister also works on the island. And with Sunny, he was also on vacation, but also he he was going to be part of a destination wedding. So these two kind of like, not kind of like, they don't really get along. Um, they did not like I don't know. I can't say that they fully did not like each other, but it was kind of like, as a reader, I just felt like they kind of like irritated each other you know, for whatever reason. But anyway, these two end up being not only going on vacation at the same time, but being on this island, Hawaii, the same time. And the whole fake dating part comes in because Sunny is the grumpy. It's like I said, the whole grumpy sunshine situation going on. So Banu is very much the sunshiny, very doesn't take herself too serious, very smart, very professional, you know what I'm saying? But she also does not take herself too serious. And she was the sunshine part of this book. With Sunny, he was grumpy as hell, child. And when I was reading the book, I was like, sir, like, you can't, like, damn, crack a smile, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people were like, I think it was somewhere mentioned in the book, like, people were like, he does smile. And she was like, really? Like, she had never seen him smile before. So it was just kind of crazy. But the whole fake dating situation comes in because when Sonny gets to the island, he comes to find out that his room was given to somebody else. I'll explain that later, but just keep that in mind. His room was given to somebody else, and he ends up running into Banu at the hotel because her sister works at the hotel. She's actually, I think she was VP manager or something like that, but she was at the hotel. So, they're going like this whole, not like a back and forth, but, they kind of like, I don't know why you don't like me, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like this little back and forth that are going on between them. And then Sonny's ex walk up, and his ex was, she, to say that lady was difficult is being too nice. She was straight out of pocket, and Banu did not like the way that Sonny's ex was talking to him, because she was looking at him like, and then looking at her like, why you talking like this man out crazy? Like, y'all not even together. Like, you walked up with somebody else. You walked up with
Bitch, I
somebody
know you
else, girl.
fucking
Why
lied.
you talking to this man outside of your neck? Like, the fuck? So Badu was like, she couldn't take it no more, and she ended up just blurting out like, yeah, well, I'm his girlfriend. He's here with me. Like, can you please leave? Because you're killing the vibe. You're like killing the vibe, girl. I'm gonna need for you to just go on somewhere. And Sonny and everybody, the girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend is like, oh. And Sonny's like really like, oh. So that's where the whole fake dating thing comes in. And also because they had given the hotel had given Sonny room to someone else, he now the whole one bed uh situation comes in because he has to end up staying with um Banu. Well, she invites him to stay, of course, but he ends up staying with Banu. Where she's staying at one of the little, I guess, houses or whatever that this hotel has. And this is how the whole situation starts. All right. So I highly enjoyed this book. It was just a really funny, um, light read. There are some serious situations going on inside of the book. Like Sunny has social anxiety, so she really can't, with people with social anxiety, it's like I can only be around these mugs too goddamn long, so it kind of like drains her out, and her anxiety can go from like, to go her, oh my god, why can't I talk? Her anxiety can be extremely high once she is maxed out. And with Sunny, he is having family issues, whereas in his father is having some health problems, and Sunny is very much the oldest child in his family. He plays the part as the son. you know they're both Indian, by the way. They're both Indian American. He very much plays, the oldest and the son in the family, and takes on the responsibility of doing a whole lot of things for the family, even though he does not have to. But he just plays this, he takes this role very serious, so he's taking on a lot of things as well. So he really didn't want to be on this vacation anyway, because like I said, his dad was he didn't want to really be at this wedding, rather, because his dad was having these health issues or whatever. But I liked the chemistry between Banu and Sunny. I think they had like great banter throughout this read. Like they played very well off of each other, and it wasn't kind of like the Sunshine Grumpy situation where they were kind of like cussing each other out or whatever. Like, sometimes with these Sunshine Grumpy romances, they could be like a little bit too mean to each other, but that wasn't it. Like, what I would have wanted more was to see the initial, because for me initially I did not know why these two did not like each other. I was just like, I was reading and I was like, what the hell is the problem? Like, why they don't like each other or whatever. But anyway, so I like the chemistry between Banu and Sunny. I thought they had really great chemistry together. They played very well off each other. Their banter and like the more time they spent together, doing this whole fake dating situation, they got really comfortable with each other, and it was easy for people outside of them to believe. Like even her sister, it was easy for them to believe that they were like real boyfriend and girlfriend. And like, Banu just never got a chance to tell her family. It was kind of like that. Like that's how well they played off of each other. Like the attraction was there, they just never dwelled into it because of this dislike that they thought they had, that each of them had for one another. So but once they got on this island and they were able to dig deeper into this fake relationship or whatever, you just saw the chemistry between them. Like it was flying off of the page. Loved it. I do loved how the author approached their their separate issues individually. And she didn't make it so much on page, right? Because we did get to enjoy Sunny and Banu being on this island and just taking in the culture and noticing things about the island or whatever. Sidebar, you can tell this author really has respect for the island of Hawaii. She talked about tourism, and she talked about how the people on the island cannot and do not have access to things because of tourism and colonizers. You know what I mean? How people come on the island and are just making it harder for the people there to live. So she touched upon that, and it was good to see that she touched upon it. But the way she was describing the island and the food and the culture and its people, you could tell that this author has a whole lot of respect for Hawaii. It was really well done. I appreciated that from her a lot. But I love the way she approached Banu's and Sunny's issues individually. You know, with Banu's social anxiety and Sunny with his issues as far as like, you know, being the oldest and the son in the family, and being the one to take care of his family, even though his family did not put that pressure on him. He felt like this is what I had to do. I enjoyed the side characters as well. Sonny's friends, the people that he, except for that fucking ex-girlfriend, the people, the wedding that he was there for. They were just like a really great group of people, except for the ex-girlfriend. And they welcomed Banu in. And I think like seeing his friends so easily accept Banu into their group, I think his friends and everybody outside of Sunny and the ex-girlfriend knew that they were not meant to be together. They weren't going to be together. And I think his friends, as much as Sunny wanted to see him with somebody else, because again, the ex-girlfriend was tripping the F out. Like, she was wilding. I was like, girl, we do have a third act breakup in the book, when everybody kind of like finds out, because the girlfriend is being a straight up and this caused like, but it wasn't like this big thing. It was just kind of like Sonny gets a call from his family about his dad, and that kind of like gives Banu a out, you know, because they talk, but they still kind of like had kind of like this this wall between them. So it gave her an out without them having a full conversation. So we do get a third act breakup in this book. But it was well done, and like I said, the author didn't play too heavily inside of it. But it was good to see that they were able to have a conversation on page. Now, this is a slow burn romance, so it takes a while. Like, we see this banter and this tension, this sexual tension and attraction building between Banu and Sunny. But this is a slow burn, so don't look for anything quick on page, because I was like, I'm gonna need for them to hurry up and do something, goddamn it, something. But I think the slow burn works for this particular story, especially given the, you know, the separate issues that these two have. And the slow burn kind of like affects the pacing, but again, I think that all kind of like plays well with this particular story, because we do see not just a building of a romance and a relationship between Banu and Sunny, but we see this connection that is slowly growing between them as they spend more time together as, you know, as this couple. Like, the author did a goddamn good job. Okay. Sidebar, what did I say? I said the ex needed cake mushed in her face. So glad Banu told her about herself. Silly ass heifer. Yeah, the ex, I could have did without her. But I guess it was a reason why the whole was on page. But anyway, but all in all, I think The Design of Us is a really good read. And if you are a fan of all those things that I just said within this review, then definitely read this book. Add it to your summer reading list. It's a really non-problematic romance. You know what I mean? Like, this third act breakup that Sunny and Banu had it's just something that happens that's kind of like outside of their control, and yeah, we get it way, because like, why couldn't they have a conversation? But it was good to see that they did have an actual conversation on page as to what, you know, as to why these two couldn't get back together when they needed to get back together. But at the end of it all, we do get a happily ever after with the Design of Us, and I love the book. I just really, really enjoyed it. So again, thank you so much to the publisher, Berkeley Romance, for the advanced reading copy. Um, put this book on your summer reading list. I think, no, I know you will like it. And that is it for me. And until the next one, later days. Bye.